Hello, and welcome back to Fate Extra. Last time we uh found out our adversary was Julius, and we discovered that his servant is invisible, like we did with the Saber route. So right now we just have to find out a way to disable his invisibility. I think in this part we should be able to get Archer's Noble Phantasm, but it's a question of if we have time for this part. So let's go have a look. 3 days remaining. I think we either get it on the last day or the day before. An invisible servant. Dan Blackmore's servant cloaked his form, but with his servant it's fundamentally different. It's also the sense of my fight with Julius that I'm far the inferior master. Even with Archer recovered, just landing an attack yesterday was a chore and a half. I have to find a way to penetrate the invisibility, or this won't even be a fight. The second cipher key has been generated on the second floor. Yikes, the terminal buzzes with the cipher key generation notice. I can crack that invisibility before the time runs out. Being able to see my opponent is a pretty basic requirement, I think. I'll take it to the top priority. Maybe Rin can help develop a strategy. And Rin is on the rooftop, so we can go there. But before anything else, we can go ahead and check up with Archer, see if he has anything to say.
さて、今後の方針、今回の失態についての反省。口にするべきことは多々あるが、やはり初めに言うべきなのはこれだな。感謝する、マスター。あの状態からよく立て直してくれた。
Yeah, we would be pretty screwed if it wasn't for you too, so I guess it's mutual.
見ての通り、こちらの体は万全だ。反撃を始めよう。君の勇気と期待に全力で応えたい。
Alright, there we go. So, let's get out of here and meet with Tosuka on the roof, or maybe we go talk to Taiga first. Let's go talk to Taiga first. You found the antique coin. I do. Can count on you. I'll be sure to return this to the rightful owner. Oh, by the way, your wonderful teacher has another favorite ass. Can't you listen? Bring it on. You don't sound at all enthusiastic, but whatever. This time around, the arena contains the 3 delicacies I have yet to try. The first being lobster. I've never had lobster before. Get one for me and you'll find yourself well rewarded. Don't forget that I need lobster. Bring one to me during the 5th floor round, okay? And that's on the 2nd floor, but for now let's just go to the rooftop. Hey Rin. Oh, Hakuno, how are things going? I guess my servant's getting enough magic for now, so no problem there. However, my real concern is that the archer's blades failed to even touch Julius' servant. Oh god, what now? Seriously, what's that miserable look on your face? I guess my fear is immediately apparent, something which annoys Rin even more than usual. Your point being, did you lose your spine somewhere in the arena or something? Despite her abuse, she listens intently as I describe my enemy's abilities to become invisible. At the very least, not being able to see him will make it impossible for my servant to attack him. I can see why you look so dejected. Fighting an enemy you can't see would be impossible. Even Lancer and I would have a serious tough time fighting an invisible opponent. There might be a few ways we can be hiding, such as camouflage or means of a spell. Another thing being a heroic spirit, he may have a number of unknown abilities. And I can't do anything until I figure out exactly what my enemy is doing, and how he's doing it. So for now we should concentrate on finding out how he manages to conceal his presence. Rin suddenly comes out of her contemplative study and regards me with a serious look. Her look couldn't be caused by the thoughts of Julius. I could see pity and puzzlement in her eyes. Is she thinking about me? Did something happen? As I start to ask her what just happened, she takes a deep breath and looks straight at me. Actually, I do know something. Something about you, anyways. I wasn't sure I could share this with you or not, but I figured you have the right to know. There is no easy way to put this, so I won't bother trying. I tried to find a link to your body. There isn't one. There's nothing on the other end of your link to this place. You can't remember anything because there's nothing for you to remember. For once I understood what her words mean the instant she spoke them. At first I thought your connection was just severed, but it turned out to be wrong. Prior to the start of the Holy Grail War, a single log regarding your activities exists. The reason I can't find Link is because you have no body to relate to. You aren't human. I see. No words come to mind. Honestly, I'm not surprised. I suspected such already. Right now, I just appreciate the fact this girl took the time to help me find the truth. It's sad that the NPCs here are recreated using records of those who have lived in the past. My theory is that you are one of these NPCs who somehow gained the power associated with the Master. I think that if you die in reality, your soul remains behind, and you become a cyber ghost. That's why I thought you were an NPC at first. You didn't seem real the way most Masters do. While not in some understanding, I steel myself to ask the obvious question: why? Regardless of what I am, I had a feeling this moment of revelation would come. I know that my memory won't return. Alice's "I finally met you" now makes sense to me. This body, this mind, it's not human. It's a remnant of a real life, a packet of data, a collection of ones and zeros. Exactly. Sorry to be the bearer of bad tidings, but there is nothing for you to return to. Even if you win the Holy Grail and receive the wish, you will be stuck in the Seraph. Unfortunately for you, the words "get out" have absolutely no meaning to you. If we were fighting for survival, you can stop now. After all, you're already dead. I know it's harsh, but better to know the truth rather than suffer for it later. I hope you agree. It's why I needed to tell you this now. So, knowing what you do now, do you still have a reason to keep fighting and win the Holy Grail? I will end the Holy Grail War. I think I finally understood my purpose now. I know what this is the only life I will ever have. I don't want the world to be a place where the only way to continue to live is to kill. If I win, the Holy Grail will end with it. I'm the one who drove Shinji to death, Dan, Alice, and that clown too. The Holy Grail War system did not allow for our coexistence. Therefore, yes, in that case, it is a system which takes away lives. I should just change the system itself with the power of the Holy Grail. I see. Though I personally don't agree. The rest it's consummate with reward after all. Whether the system is good or bad, it's a matter of opinion. It is a compelling reason to go on. A master without a form of a presence. Serving one as you will be an interesting experience. Archer takes his presence known, with a slightly mocking remark, somewhat tinged with concern. As a fellow string of ones and zeros, who has no business being here, I know how you feel. But you are an individual being, while the servants are drawn from shared data source. The difference is significant. I wonder if you could be... No, this isn't time for conjecture. For now, nothing changes between us. As for the future, it will take care of itself. Until then, just live the life you want. To take futile your fight up until now will be considered a waste of effort. She's really trying to comfort me. At least, I think she is. Isn't she? Wait, is this talking about Archer or I think this is a mistranslation. Or Rin. I have no idea how to respond. So I try to flash her a winning smile and hope it isn't come across as sardonic smirk. What was that? It was my imagination that Rin normally haughty expression slipped there for a second. It was nothing. You just looked determined for once, so you caught me off guard. Anyways, have you decided what you want to do? Even if a miracle occurred and you won, you might not even receive your promised reward. Knowing all this, you're still willing to take on Julius? You're really ready to fight to the end? Of course. While I still have lingering doubts, it is one thing that I state with absolute confidence.
So,
I see. Yeah, I guess that's the way things have to be. I'm glad it shows how you did. If you've given up after all this, you've killed your. I would have killed you by myself. All right, enough of the past. From now on, we need to focus on the future. I nod in agreement and silently thank Rin for her concern and her support. I'm sure she wanted to say that running was okay. That was no reason to continue fighting, but giving up would be wrong. Now, I just win the Holy Grail War in order to shape the future. Okay, our first order of business should be to preemptively strike against our enemy. A preemptive strike? What does she intend to do? First off, we need to do something about your opponent's invisibility, right? To solve your most pressing problem, make 3 traps for you to set in the arena. One will react to talismans, one will react to thaumaturgy, and one will react to your enemy's chi. Whenever you're using a spell item or whatever, we have to find a way to counteract it. I got it. And of course, I agree with what you've suggested. Once I know you in the arena, I'll pass along to you more detailed instructions. Okay, we have a plan now. All I need to do is place the traps without Julius is noticing. Then we have a plan of action. It's the same one as Ronnie's, but whatever. We'll try to expose our enemy's identity using 3 types of traps, but first we must prepare. Once you know what's inside the arena, I'll give you all the gory details. Alright, but before that, let's go to the chapel. I think we have levels. Let's take a look. We have. Still not enough. We still need 10 more. Meaning 1, 2, 3, 4 levels. We need 4 more levels. So we can get that skill. I think that skill is the one that needs the Noble Phantasm to work. That's why it's so distant. Let's see now. Right, the only thing left to do is just go into the arena. 2nd floor. As usual, the second map is always the prettiest to look at. So you finally made your way into the arena. Okay, now here's what I need you to do. First, there's a map of the arena's 2nd floor. I predict that Julius and company will follow this path. Yep, there's only one way. You will set up traps in 3 different locations along those paths I mentioned. Each trap does, however, for a different thing, so they can't be set together in one place. Yeah, that would be kind of counteractive, wouldn't it? We'll choose the best areas to place the traps as you walk through the arena. Alright, get to it, okay? So she already hacked the arena and mapped its layout. Her attention to detail is truly astonishing. I should make my time and be careful so that all her assistance doesn't go to waste. Alright, off we go.
気持ちを切り替えろ。
よし、作戦開始。あいつらが通りそうなところにトラップを張るのよ。
Alright, before that, let me just see what I have equipped. Yeah, that seems about right. We have our healing station over there, and we got an enemy over here. Oh, I think it's just like this. Let's see it. Yep, this... No, it's not. Damn, that's a shame. Luckily, we have a healing fountain right next to us, so... Nice, a crit. And you're dead. Unfortunately, I don't think this one's just gonna give us all that much XP. Yeah, 500 is not that much. Ether crystal, we're good. Let me see, now it's just a straight shot to the area.
その辺り歩いてみて。よし、そこにしましょう。トラップを転送するわ。
I'll send you the anti-artifact trap now. Once you get it, put the terminal against the field. Following Rin's instructions, I touched the terminal to the ground. Seems the trap code is being encoded into the arena. There it is. The installation of the trap is complete. There's a simple interrupter that will react to any equipment that servant might be using. If that servant is using something to make himself invisible, this will let us know almost immediately. Well, off we go. Next up, that guy over there. Off we go. Let me see. Yeah, it should just be this. Almost there. There we go. Not a single scratch. This one's a bit annoying to map since we have to go 2 ways. to get the full map.
いいだろう。
Let's see, I think it should be this, and then this. Let's try it.
ここか。
Yep, I know it was even. It was not that, but it was pretty close enough.
消え去るがいい。万事がこの調子なら。
There we
いいんだ
go.
がね
I think we should level up before we end this. Not really sure how many enemies there are here, but yeah,
問題。
we are cut off from the rest of the map. We only have half the map at this point, but I think we should be able to level up. We still have a few days too, so yeah, as long as you keep attacking every enemy at least once, you should be good.
行けるところまで進めばいいさ。
Alright, there we go. Map fully mapped. Time to go back. Look at crab right over there. 2 crabs.
その三サロそこは
And there it is right here. You have to pass through here, so there we go. Yep, we're locked in.
トラップを転送するわ
Hakano, that area might seems like a good idea as any. Let me send you the anti-thaumaturgy trap. Now put it to your terminal against the field. As for Rin's instructions, touch the terminal on the ground. Okay, and slicing complete. This trap will set off as he's using thaumaturgy to hide himself. I have a feeling that this is the one most likely to work. Maybe.
よし
Alright.
次で最後ね
いいだろう。
Let me see. Alright. Use the skill. Luckily we guarded. 2. Nah, we didn't make that one. That sucks. Oh well. Next up.
決着をつけるとしよう。
Just gonna use heal.
任せろ。
Let's have full stacks of healing at this point. And he's gone. Bye
消
bye.
え去るがいい。
I don't think it's enough to heal.
私たちの敵ではない。
I've closed the way off for now in order to force Julius and his servant to go where we want them to. It's more of desperation bluff than anything else, though. Just leave it alone for now. Yeah, Julius is strong enough to just hack his way through, so not really. It really is a buff. Yeah, Rin, there's only one way. You're corralling us, so there's not much we can do. Yes, Rin, I can see that.
問題ない。
Oh yeah, we hit from a skill. That's
任
perfect.
せろ。
Yeah, I feel he's gonna use guard. Yep. And free. Nice crit. And we're done.
消え去るがいい。予定通りだ。先に進もう、マスター。
Now there is one
そういうの
more
いいんじゃない
around here. Let's go. Hey Hakuno, I put it right there. I'm sending you an anti-spirit trap now. Put your terminal against the field. Following Rin's command, I touch my terminal to the ground. The data from the final trap is inserted into the field. The trap is a way of disrupting the spirit, as it flows through one person's meridian lines. Anything that requires advanced martial arts techniques or serious concentration will tear it off. However, don't get your hopes up. I doubt that anything will happen. Really, it's impossible to become invisible without an item or thaumaturgy. Oh, well, whatever.
作戦完了
Alright, mission complete.
大した手じゃないけど取っかかりにはなるわ姿が見えないことは無敵と同意よ単純にして最強の戦法ねじゃあ私は明日に備えて落ちるわね
Looks like the way to the next trigger is blocked. I should just head back now. Maybe I should stick around and get some more training in. Let's at least finish the rest of the map while we're at it,
仕掛ける
and then head back. There we go. I think that should do well. Yeah, we're definitely killing it at the third. Is it enough? Nah, not quite.
返すぞ
There we go. Now, I don't remember if the strong opponent spawns.
先に進もうマスター
Nah, it's next turn. Yeah, right. We do get this though. The Maleficent
瞑想
garment.
とはありがたい吐きだめになんとやら
And that's pretty much all we can do at this point. We can't even get the Tiger quest because everything is blocked. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I will meet you at the end of the thing. See you in a little bit. Alright, here we are. In the meantime, I leveled up and let's get back to it. Let's leave campus. To
手が
campus, I
悪い
mean.
かマスターあまり無理はするな
Archer's asleep. Nothing really special going on here. We can take a look if we can get anything new today. And we can just save. Override, and that's that. 2 days remaining. Rin and Archer's words have touched me. They fill my empty cup with water, so to speak. I have no way of knowing if the water is pure at this point. Even so, I can see where I need to go from here.
いいじゃないか
Oh, you're looking more resolved than usual. Have you reached some sort of kind of answer? Thanks to my friends and allies. No, I thought I was alone, but that couldn't have been more wrong. I have Rin and Archer to lean on. I know they both want my inner resolve to well up on its own. Just knowing that, I feel like my cup overflows, though it's up to me to make sure the water is pure. One thing they've taught me is that I shouldn't be ashamed, even if I'm empty now. Archer gently smiles as I explain my heartfelt sentiments. Alright, now I'm ready to fight. My next opponent is Julius, who's been an obstacle for them at the start. By the time I defeat him, I should be able to accept what I am. Alright. I only have 2 more days to prepare for my elimination battle. I need to learn the secrets behind Julius' servant's ability to conceal himself and then defeat it. In order to successfully pull off the plan I set in motion yesterday, I need to lay low. I should talk to Rin at least one time, then head into the arena. Let's just talk to Archer, see if he has anything special to say for this. Anything new? Have we reached the milestone?
見ての通りこちらの体は万全だ反撃を始めよう君の勇気と期待に全力で応えたい
Nothing new. Alright. I'm just gonna go one more time just to check. Nope, it's just the default. Alright, nice to know. Now, we can go to the library to talk more with Leo. That technically is part of the main story, so I should at least talk to him. As long as I'm researching Julius, I should look into the Harways as well, hence the library. The Harway family is a Western European plutocracy. It's a corporation with numerous subsidiaries that control many nations and it has its own army. About 30% of the world land and 60% of the world's wealth, based on GDP, belongs to the Harways. The Harways distribute the world's resources and wealth equally among nations. That's their policy. That policy rubs certain groups in the wrong way, and those groups retaliate with terrorist acts. Oh, look who has returned. It's Leo, the next head of the Harway family. And maybe we can confirm some of the things I've just learned about the Harway family. For instance, do they really think equal distribution of the world will lead to world peace? Of course it will. And of course we can do it. So long as the rulers who preside over it is perfect, the government will be fair and just. Yeah, I'm sure it will, buddy. What must he think of those who reject the Harway's ideals? Well, it's true that a little Western European plutocracy isn't perfect at the moment. Selfish, perverse individuals do reside inside our hierarchy, when Tosakas' pleasure is founded. But once I become head, I will eradicate those cancers and usher a new era for human history. A bold claim. He spoke without trepidation and without attachment to the current era that he plans to discard. Now that I've given you a taste of my utopia, I must be off. Please use the remaining time wisely. It's just a little bit more info about the Harways. They are kind of important to the game, so I think it's a good idea to just talk to them. Anyways, let's go to Rin and the roof. We've worked setting those traps yesterday, Hakuno. You know what comes next, right? We need to drive Julius straight to those traps, and for that I have a plan. Despite her bantering tone, it's obvious that Rin is being dead serious. I want you to go into the arena and set up a series of ambushes next to the traps, Hakuno. If I manage to time it right, I should be able to force Julius to enter the arena. Rin will be doing that alone, without a servant. That'd be incredibly dangerous. She might be killed in the attempt. I cannot allow her to risk her life with such a plan. Don't worry about me. I've been doing it alone so far. Why should I stop now? Seriously, relax. It'll take more. I'll make sure that everything goes as planned. However, none of this will matter if Rin is murdered by Julius. Although slightly startled by my vehemence, Rin somehow silences me with one of her glares. Please don't insult me. Unlike you, I've survived situations far more lethal than this. This is just another dangerous situation amongst many. So don't worry, if I fail, I die, and I won't plan on dying just yet. And at the time, Julius will probably lose it, right? If I die or not, you'll come out ahead. As Rin continues to prattle on, I take her into my arms. She feels strange in my embrace. Hey, what in the hell are you doing? What am I doing? I don't even know. The fear I feel for this girl who so casually shrugs off death overwhelms me. It just now hits me how cruel and vicious her daily life must have been. What I do know is, behind her cold, hateful facade is a caring person worthy of respect. And even though I understand their necessity, I do not want to put Rin in any danger. Julius is the kind of person who'd kill anyone in his way, especially someone like Rin. But I can't do it alone. For that reason, I can't push Rin away. Idiot. There's the very reason I'm doing my best. Thank you, Hakuno. But this is how I am and how I always will be. Even if I'm no longer a master, even if I die, I want to go down fighting until my last breath. But really, I don't plan on dying just yet. You just concentrate on exposing Julius the servant. I can see her determination in her eyes. I have no choice but to match her strength. This plan will succeed, regardless of what might happen. Indeed. Anything else? Contact you once again once you're inside the arena. Good luck. Alright. Off to the chapel to level up Archer. I think we should have enough to get another tier in strength. Let's see. Not quite.
So.
We are close, but not quite there yet. Alright, on to the arena then. And to the second floor. Off we go. I can tell by looking at you that you know the consequences of carelessness in this situation. Now that traps are set, there is nothing to do but to wait and see if what is worth our effort. That's right. I've done as much preparation as we could. Now it's just a matter of following the plan. There goes the ominous music. Are you in yet? Go wait by where you set the traps. I'll drive Julius your way. While I'm worried about Rin's safety, I need to focus on what I need to do now. I better hurry and head to where the traps are set before Julius and his servant arrive. Alright, off we go.
始めようか。
Let's get the show on the road indeed, Archer. I will still fight these guys, why not? They're in the way and they give me XP. Let's see, it should be this.
任せろ。
Nice, 2 criticals in a row. Next one should kill. There we go, easy enough.
本領発揮だな、マスター。次だ。休んでいる暇はないぞ。
Indeed. There he goes. What could that terrorist possibly be plotting to do now? We won't be able to move until we have more information, but first we must take care of that young girl. Now then, it seems that you've been plotting something. I wonder what exactly. There is nothing particularly wrong. Let's go. Alright, off we go. They're on their way. We can take a look and see if the traps actually work. Here we are. This is the place where the anti-artifact trap was set. If it reacts to Julius' servant, it means that his invisibility is a result of a talisman, such as his noble phantasm. As I hide myself in the shadows and wait for Julius to pass by, I receive a message from Rin. Julius, enter the arena. The rest is up to you, Hakuno. Rin. As I can hear from my terminal now, it's static. She said Julius was heading this way, but what did Rin? They'll be here soon enough, so focus, Master. Don't worry, the girl isn't dead. She did what she had to do, and now it's our turn to do the same. I've got to calm down. Rin fulfilled her promise. Now it's up to me to hold up my end. I cannot fail now. Alright, let's see. It's always the third one, so this one won't work. Is there something wrong? No, I was momentarily distracted by triviality. It is not worth even sweating a fly over. I see. Nothing. If this dude didn't react, it means his invisibility isn't dependent on an item or noble phantasm. The trap didn't trip. Guess we can rule out the items or a noble phantasm as a source of his invisibility. Archer's right. It'd be a total disaster if the next trap triggered without us being there. We have to move quickly to the next trap in hopes that something happens. Off we go.
いいだろう。
Let's try this.
行くぞ。
That was the correct one. Nice. Off it goes.
本領発揮だな、マスター。まあ、行けるところまで進めばいいさ。
Off to the second trap right here. Second trap was right here, right? Ah well, just keep going. We made it. This is where we set the second trap, the one that set the reactor thaumaturgy. And just like before, I hide in the shadows and wait for Julius to arrive. I see they're here. I can feel the presence of that master, but I cannot see them. Perhaps they hope to ambush us. That could be the case. So, do we withdraw Julius? Remember that even a mouse will fight when cornered. No need. I'm still on edge after that skirmish with the tiresome girl. If her foe is here, I will crush them. Heh, you seem obsessed with their enemy. Then again, you two couldn't possibly be more different from, Is there something wrong? Almost as if he's aware of our plan, Julius' servant stopped by and then glances in my direction. My feet suddenly feel like they're been nailed to the ground, and my blood seems to freeze in my veins. No, it's nothing. You seem to be aching for a fight, and far for it to be for me to dampen your enthusiasm. Did they actually overlook us, or are they just toying with us before striking a potential fatal blow? As I move on, my paralysis fades away, leaving me with a clenching fist and drenched in sweat. As I take a deep breath, I realize that the trap didn't react to me anyway, so the servant isn't using thaumaturgy. Only one trap remains. Hopefully third time's a charm. Anyway, I need to hurry to where the third trap is. Andy, let's get the hell out of here.
仕掛ける期待にこ
Yeah, right, nice. That should be enough to just kill him outright. Not quite. Maybe next one will do it. Oh my god. That was ridiculous.
本領発揮だなマスタ
Nice. Let's get the hell out of here.
ー私たち
It's
の
over
敵で
there.
はなかったな
It's the third and final trap. The anti-spirit trap. If we can't break through this invisibility by disrupting his chi, we're pretty much dead. Don't worry about it. It's always the third time. Here they come, Master. Not this again. What a disappointment. Guess they aren't smart enough to know that such things won't affect me. Such irritating insolence. Do you know where they are hiding? There we go. This trap. I see. You managed to move both the heavens and the earth. What is happening? Truly amazing. Most excellent, Julius. It seems our enemy is allied with a magus of highest order. The trap uses all 8 divinations of Tao to force my chi back into myself. It is quite an accomplishment. It is obvious. You've overcome my concealment, and the injury you've inflicted will take days to heal. This isn't time for mirth. Be alert for the enemy, as they must be close by. There's no need for you to panic, Julius. Our enemies are right there, close enough to reach out and touch. He knows we're here. The last wasn't ramming them after all. A sinister smile forms on the servant's lips. In contrast, Julius' expression remains frozen when his terror is present curses through me. I see. So this was his martial arts. Ability that lets him restrict his flow of chi and hides his presence. It is something you didn't see every day. I wonder if he's a genuine martial art master. I must respect the fact that you have decided to fight rather than to flee. Very well. My class is Assassin. Once again, I commend you for defeating my concealment. No other opponent has managed to do that before now. And despite my class, I will never say that my life is worthless. If I am to asphyxiate the target, I'd rather be a lion than the rat. But still, I am doomed to do only do evil. So you finally divulge your class. But you sure talk a whole lot of it like an assassin. Hahaha, that was only in my later years that I embraced the art of conversation. When I originally looked like as I do now, I distracted myself from the world, though I am excitable even then. However, I look back at my mistakes and because of them, choose not to take the role of master, but assassin. I bear too much shame to ever face the master that trained me. It's as if no one ever truly trained me. All things considered, there is no more fitting title for a man such as I. Oh god, what a pain in the ass. The only thing worse than an assassin is a devious assassin. But this is the time to complain about the enemy. Let's go. You'll have eternity to talk to yourself. You have definitely a way with words. Very well. Allow me to show you just how truly skilled I am. I cannot maintain this form for long, but I will at least bestow upon you the torment of hell itself. There we have a little fight here.
ここからが本番か小細工など無意味だぞ
Let's see. Right, so let's just do Wing of Ukraine for everyone because he will start attacking. Unlike that first one. They start using Hrunding. Yep, just keep spamming that Grunding archer. Bonk.
食らいつけフルンディング
I think we have enough for the round 2, but round 3 we have to heal probably. I forgot to
サンデーじゃないか
let me see, Harken, defense, weaken, there we go.
死は式を収めるか
布石を打たせてもらおう 布石を打たせてもらおう
Let's see how we do it. How well do we do?
捕らえ
Steel guard,
ブ
nah.
ラゴーリー身をもって知れ
た食らいつけフルンディング
Oh, he missed. That's wonderful. He didn't actually shield me. Awesome. Now, we have
愛はない推し進めマスター
there and there, then we can heal and do whatever what we can. And that should be enough
死
for
は
now.
式を収めるか
食らいつけフルンディング 布石を打たせてもらおう
No need for that, apparently. But no, apparently it
全
was.
身全形容器を巡らす
Oh, he's just buffing himself. That's no problem then. You even get an extra chain from that. That's pretty good. So you hide your true power, Servant of the Bow. This cannot be the full extent of your powers. As separated by the system, Julius Servant can only bellow at the seriously winded archer. Did I expect too much of you? If this is your full potential, I will take your life few days hence. I do not understand. How did you survive a confrontation with an assassin with such little ability? The only reason why Leo dying to notice you is the fact that you are one of the masses, however.
なぜだ
I still ask why. Why is there is something about you that truly irritates me. Never mind, I don't care. The elimination battle will come soon. It is there that we will face, this farce will end. There we go. With those final words, Julius and his servant fade away. It's as if they were swallowed by the surrounding darkness. The pressure that seemed to crush everything in the arena fades, and my entire being screams with exhaustion. I take a deep breath and look over my archer, who is standing inside me with a serious expression. Sorry about letting them escape. This fight's going to be tough, seeing my skills are still sealed. Archer continues to mumble, seemingly oblivious to my presence. While trying to decipher their muttering, my terminal begins to chime. Hakuno, are you still among the living? Rin sounds as she's in some pain, but surprisingly there's a genuine warmth in her voice. All that matters is that she is still alive. I'm so overcome by the emotion at hearing her that I grab my terminal to keep my hands from shaking. Are you okay, Rin? Yeah, more or less. I had to burn through all my protective programs, though. But I'm still alive, so no worries. More importantly, how did our plan go? Thanks to you, Rin, we were able to reveal Assassin's presence with the anti-spirit trap you created. With what we discovered, we should be able to fight them. I see. Good. I'll restore full access to the arena for you for now. But don't feel like you have to push yourself today. Sorry to bail on you, but I really need to get some sleep. I'll catch up with you tomorrow. Now I can forge ahead and explore the arenas beyond here. The identity of Julius' servant and Archer's behavior concerns me, but I have no time to look into it. I have to keep moving forward, being sure that I don't forget to track down the triggers. We got Matrix free.
なんとか一矢報いたか
We did indeed. Alright, how do I do this? Alright, I'm gonna cut here and I'm gonna meet you when we get the triggers. See you in a little bit. Alright, I got my myself healed at the fountain and almost forgot that there is a strong enemy over here, so might as well just take care of him.
いいだろう
There we go. Just go full skills on them.
行くぞ 食らいつけフルンディング
There we go. We did 400 a
敵
piece,
を撃たせてもらおう
which is not that great, but it's better than nothing.
布石を撃たせてもらおう 布石を撃たせてもらおう
Next up,
決着をつけるとしよう
we guard and do this. That should be enough to do a pretty good amount of damage. Nice.
布石を撃たせてもらおう 布石を撃たせてもらおう
One more.
食らいつけフルンディング
And so close.
決着をつけるとしよう
Alright, this should be enough.
承知布石を撃たせてもらおう
There we go.
いい指示だった
A good 1000 XP, which is great.
行けるところまで進めばいいさ
Alright, see you at either the Taiga thing or the trigger.
あって困るものでもなし遠慮なくいただいておこう
Alright, here's the key. We managed to grab both triggers and covered his true appearance. Our revenge will come in the Colosseum.
上出来だ
Indeed. Let's get the hell out of here. Yep.
探索はここまでだな続きはまた
Let's see.
明
This
日
should be enough to get 100%. Let's see. There we go. We got everything. We're perfectly alright. You take a look at this if you want. I already read it in the Saber playthrough, so I'm not gonna read it again. You can pause if you want. It's right here on the screen. Yeah, right. Tomorrow we get access to Archer's Noble Phantasm, which is pretty cool. I like the way they did it here. We'll take a look at it in the boss fight, essentially. Yesterday's plan succeeded, and the form of Julius' servant was finally revealed. He obfuscated his presence, going simply invisible by melting with his own environment. Now I know how he does it, but I don't know if I can win. Today's the last day of the prep period. Tomorrow, I'll settle the score with Julius. I should do everything I can so that I have no regrets. I'm also worried about Rin. I have to thank him for yesterday. So yeah, that's pretty much all we have to do. Talk to Rin on the roof. I'm also gonna talk to Archer just in case he wants to say anything. Let's see, anything special?
確かにどうせ狙うのなら上を狙えとは言ったが
Yep, I think this is it.
まさか誰並ぶものない記録を叩き出すとは。いや、恐れ入った。私のクラスがガンマーであるなら、撃墜王の称号も夢ではなかったな。
This is a thing they've been teasing for a while. I don't know if it first started in this game or whatever, but the gunner class. Because yeah, you can't exactly be an archer if you just shoot people with guns.
では、約束の贈り物だ。かのリヒトホーフェンにあやかるわけではないが、有効に使ってくれ。
Got his coat, Scarlet Coat of Arms. which is pretty cool, all things considered. I think this is what we get instead of the skill upgrade with Saber. We get this Master's MP increased by 150. It isn't particularly useful, I will say, but it's there if you want it. We can go to the 3rd floor, talk to Rin. Oh, Hakuno. Hey, I almost forgot to congratulate you yesterday. Nice work. It was all thanks to Rin. After hearing her pained voice yesterday, I'm worried about her. Well, we did go at it for a second, but don't worry about it. I've had worse injuries. Injury? I knew I shouldn't have left her put herself in harm's way. I said don't worry about it. I knew enough about Julius to avoid the worst of his tricks. Even being focused on invading him, as I was, I knew I could survive at least one hit. But enough about me. Did you get a good look at his servant or figure out who he is? Julius' servant didn't uncover his identity, but I was able to break through his ability to hide his presence by disrupting his chi. Impressive. He must be a kung fu master whose skills of concealment allow him to become one of with nature. Julius' servant is probably a heroic spirit with a martial arts pedigree. A kung fu master never explained his fighting style. If his mastery of kung fu is that advanced, it should make it easier to discern his identity. Today's your last full day to prepare, so get to it. You'll be facing Julius after all. With that, Rin turns and walks away. Today is my last full day to prepare. I'd better take the most of it. Train in the arena, then head to the chapel. There is so much I still need to do. Indeed. But for now, let's go to the chapel. Get those levels in. Then go to Taiga so we can get the reward for the lobster thing. There we go. 7 Rings of Heaven. It's definitely 1, 2, 3. Not this one, but 2 levels. We'll get it in the next chapter. But for now, we got our strength up, which is pretty good. We will need it. On to the 1st floor so we can talk. Oh, hey, Rin again. So, this is a legendary delicacy known as a lobster. I will be sure to savor it. To commemorate this moment, allow me to give you my prize tea set. Let's take a look at it. There it is, right there in the corner. I'm gonna speak with Archer so we can see better. He is hiding it. Wonderful. What? Ah.
戦いに役立つとはいえ、よくもまあ、ここまで変質的に集めたものだ。
He's talking about the item folders open.
どうやら認めざるを得ないようだな。おめでとう。そして、ざまあ見るがいい。
A hoarder, you mean?
これで君も名実ともにコレクターの仲間だ。今後もその収集癖を極めるがいい。
I guess you are some sort of a collector too, right?
ムーンセルから記念品が届いている。
I'm sure it's from the Moon Cell, yeah.
認定された時は称号がつくだけだったのだが、時代は変わるものだな。
We got an elixir, which is pretty good. We will need it for the super boss later on. I think we only got like 5 per playthrough, so they are very valuable. Right now we can talk to Rin on the 1st floor. Hey. How can I say this? You may become a powerful master, but you're still vulnerable. What is it lacking? Is it insufficient preparation, or is it paucity of information? What is with her? Every time I see her, she immediately starts lambasting me without a warning whatsoever. If I weren't so numb with this situation, I'd probably just go back to my room and sob in humiliation. Numb? Try blissfully ignorant. It'd be more accurate. Anyways, Hakuno, I have time on my hands, so if you want to ask something, do so now. Of course, I'll only answer questions that pertain to being a master. Normally I can't be bothered with things like this, so I'm feeling generous, so ask away. Although I'm a little wary of her offer to help, The opportunity is too good to pass up. That is actually being nice. For her anyways, let me see. You fought in the Grail War. I want to know how she feels about the nature of the Holy Grail War. Not about the system per se, but the fact you have to kill to live. I'm honestly surprised you're still hung up on that. I can tell you're still in shock that people are dying in this Holy Grail. I wonder if it could be that your entire view of the Holy Grail War is completely wrong. While I agree the conditions are severe, I cannot say they are unreasonable. Everything has its limits, the land, the resources, reputation, even time itself is finite. Everyone has different goals, and the resources to fulfill them are limited, which is the conflict. I have to wish granted, another wish must be denied. That's the way of the world. The rules around here, give me a second. Alright, sure. I mean, if the real world innocent bystanders are frequently victims of the fighting around them, compared to that, the terms of the Holy Grail War are quite fair. I'd go as far as to say moral. The motivation and consequences are made clear, and there are no innocents here. Our backgrounds are probably totally different, but my reasoning might not make sense to you. And don't forget that conflict between individuals is not necessarily a bad thing. Understand that your foe will win, to win, anticipate your opponent to win, respect your opponent to win. These three things are what I consider to be the essence of the Grail War. Not that how this reality came to be the Holy Grail War, I honestly couldn't tell you. I personally think the system was created in the pursuit of better understanding mankind. So this is where everything else you'd like to ask. What is the fate of the world? I'm gonna ask about the fate of the world because I have no memories of the past or what it's like on Earth. Everything is a mystery to me. Seems even after everything being told, nothing is really registered with you. Tell me that you still have no idea what the state the real world is in. Let me try to explain it again from a different angle. The world is doomed to wither and die. It's not going to happen right away, of course. There's no easily identifiable danger to prevent. There is a global catastrophe 30 years ago, but it's actually helped stabilize the population. However, with a massive loss of life, all processes came to a crashing halt. Now there's no war, no famine, no poverty. There's also no advancement, only stasis. The discoveries, scientific breakthroughs, even space travel have all come to a standstill. Mankind has yet to explore the moon. History itself has somehow been corrupted. Since the new extinction of mankind, human society has stagnated, like water in a marsh. The Harvey family wants to keep the status quo, as it is easier to maintain than change. That may work in the short term, but resource scarcity and environmental decay isn't far off. Like walking down an incline, it isn't only really noticeable if you look ahead instead of at your feet. If your incline is endless, and there's no hope that at the end, would you keep going? Don't hold that fatalist view. That's why I'm here, to fight against a hopeless future, to defeat the short-sighted plutocrats that would allow the world to rot away, namely the Harveys. Oh, I'm not saying that I should win because of my desire to save the world. The value of a person's wish isn't determined by the grandeur of its intent. Everyone has their own reasons for entering. I just thought I shared mine with you. And that's it. I don't really have anything to say in particular to ask, so if you think I'm wasting your time. Is that so? Well, if you say so. I'm surprised at your diligence, to be honest. If I say anything stupid, I'd just be ripped apart. Silence is sometimes the best choice. Oh, you were busy? Sorry for holding you. I'll take it you were going to the arena. Be careful. She watches me go. She raises her hand and waves at me. That was totally unexpected. Could today be the only day of the year where Rin is actually in a good mood? We can also go to the library to check up on things, I guess. It's not particularly new, it's just here. I'm just gonna let it play since it's the same text in the Cyber playthrough. Alright, that was pretty much just it. Nothing really spectacular. Alright, I'm going into the arena, and then we're gonna... and then there's nothing really new there, so I'm just gonna cut to the end. See you in a little bit. Alright, that was that, and let's go on to the last day.
では、ひとときの休息を。
Alright, Archer, lay it on us. I'm ready to fight in the elimination battle. We've killed the enemy's trump card. The rest is up to the servant's magic circuits and the servant's strength. Looks like I look up to see Archer gazing at me kindly. It'd be a stretch to say he looks happy, but his eyes are mirthful as he gives a big sigh.
いや何気づいてはいないだろうが今のはいい顔だった
A determined expression, you mean?
確かな決意と穏やかな覚悟生と死と対峙した一人の人間の目だああだからこそ提案しよう頃合いだマスター俺は次の戦いで全てを出し切る切り
Give it his all. In other words, he intends to use his ultimate attack as a servant, his noble phantasm. His noble phantasm shouldn't be revealed before the fight of our final enemy, though. But Archer himself proposed it. Now I will truly become his master.
使用のタイミングは任せる奴らとの決戦時俺は騎士ではなく剣に徹する判断は全て君のものだ宝具があろうと相手はこちらを上回る最強の敵勝機は一瞬だぞマスター
And then he discloses the name of his noble phantasm, as well as his true name. His noble phantasm sounds peculiar, and his true name mysterious, but I can't dwell on them at the moment. My heroic spirit truly is a blade, to defend me. Now that I know, we'll defeat those assassins. Matrix Level 2. This one actually works differently than, Saber. When using a code cast, press square while in battle, use your servant's noble phantasm. Archer's noble phantasm unlimited blade works will become available only when the projection accuracy is at level 5. Which means we can probably unleash it right at the beginning if we get lucky. Once Archer unleashes noble phantasm, a reality marble will be created, greatly enhancing his projection ability. Also, your servant's noble phantasm can only be used in battle once, so be sure to use your greatest advantage. Unlike Saber, we can actually use his noble phantasm pretty much right away for lucky. And we can take a look. Unlimited blade works, universe of endless blades. This noble phantasm is not directly wielded as a weapon, unlike Saber. Rather, it is a powerful reality marble that focuses on one's inner being and projects it onto the real world. The reality that this particular skill creates is that of a magus who devoted their life to mastering the art of the sword, and makes available to the user every sword-type weapon ever encountered by that magus in their lifetime. So yeah, you can see what he's meant by he's a collector too. Alright, save up and let's go fight the Julius. Today's elimination battle. In case you forgot, come to the first floor when you're ready. After delivering that reminder, Kotomania leaves. The elimination battle is here. I'm about to face my strongest opponent yet. I'll make some final preparations. That means getting outfitted at the commissary and sorting the information in my room. Indeed, let's just do that. Speak with Archer, anything new?
見ての通り
Nothing new. Organize your information. My enemy is strong. The strongest, yeah, without doubt. At least if I piece together what information I know, I might survive a little longer against him. Julius Belkish Harway is the Harway family's assassin, and an enemy since day one. Archer was fooled by his servant's ability to obfuscate his presence. Julius' servant can obfuscate his presence, which allowed him to take out Archer in one blow. Then Julius' servant attacked us again, and Archer saw through it. The attack was magic. What was it? A magic circuit disruption. Right. From his attack, I deduced that the enemy uses a special form of martial arts. After witnessing him in action, I have no doubt he's a master. In one blow, he skewed his target's nervous and circulatory systems, as well as their magic circuits. Julius' servant claimed that his technique was so effective that a second strike was needless. For anyone unable to sense his presence, that could indeed be one-hit KO. To get along with his invisibility, we set up traps to disable it. Thanks to the traps, we learned the source of his invisibility was martial arts technique. There we go, we got E. Right, it was a Banjuan technique based on becoming one with the universe, called concealment. It also aside that Julius' servant reached a level of kung fu that few martial artists ever do. In other words, Julius' servant was a kung fu master. There is only one kung fu master in history who claimed no need a second strike. Li Xuan. Called the master of the Demon Fist, he was both a valorous martial artist and assassin. Julius is a professional assassin. He knows a heck of a lot more about killing than I do. And on top of that, his servant is a martial artist. They're a match made in heaven. I wonder how long I'll last against the two of them. Alright, that's that. You can save just in case. Alright, off we go. Into the chapels, because I leveled up in the last run. It won't be enough to get the last skill, the skill we want, but it's better than nothing by 1 point, which is annoying as hell.
So.
Yeah. Alright, no, not that. And for now, I'm going to go to the commissaries. Let me see, do they have the better things? Let me see. They do, wonderful. I'll go for 49. There we go. Just so I can remove this, so I can get this one. And instead of this, I get the... where is it? There we go. First floor. Hey there, Kotomine. You will now enter the Colosseum and confront the opposing master. Are you ready? Remember, the only way to leave the Colosseum is to win. If you are ready, I will open the gate. Yep, let's go. The way to the Colosseum is now open, young master. I wish you the best of luck and hope you will return. Remember, it's kill or be killed. Even after all those attacks, the fire inside you still seems to be burning brightly. Hahaha, and a pleasure supplies. You improved much since last we met, in that sealed space. Assassin, please refrain from idle banter. Relax, I'm just making conversation. Getting to know your opponent is a ultimate luxury. My foes usually crumple from a single blow on my fist, so I find this Holy Grail war to be truly enjoyable. Originally, the martial arts were a fight for one's life, with a weight of years behind one's fist. The opportunity for two people to face each other and try to crush each other's lives comes but rarely. Won't you agree with me? Anyways, looks like you have something you'd like to say to my master. The master of concealment and the strongest martial artist of all time. Must have saw something in my Miam. There was definitely something I wanted to say Julius, to whom I have several quite mysterious connections to, but... For what purpose do you fight? For what purpose? Seeing it to that Leo makes his way through the Holy Grail safely. That is my purpose. Let's see now. You're lying badly. What are you trying to get at anyways? Let's see. This goes there. Maybe you want something else? More baseless speculations are pathetic. Like, love. What's the matter, Julius? It's nothing. I was just caught off guard by what that girl just said. I never imagined they would ever get you so flustered. Maybe it's still too young to embrace death after all. Assassin. No need to glare. If you're this mad because she guessed right, how'd you expect to make it through the Grail? Who said she guessed right? Oh, right, you didn't actually confirm anything, yeah or nay. My apologies for false assumption. In a way, I am correct. We'll see in a little bit. A low roar begins to sound as the elevator comes to a halt. Enough of this meaningless banter. Let's go, assassin. Understood. There's only a few battles remaining. Let's make the most of the ones that lie ahead. In one sudden move, the man clad in black turns around. Those dark, merciless eyes that used to scare me the hell out of me, they no longer have any effect. Meeting his gaze, I step into the Colosseum. It seethes! My blood, my flesh, martial arts flourish near death. I have shed my complacency of earlier and have born anew, entrusting with blood like the Kyuki. Yes, it's like I've become young again. You are strong, stronger than any enemy so far. Now let us compare our strengths. Show me what lies beyond perfection. So you finally show your fangs. I suppose you're looking to throw your weight or fist around. You may be strong, but you can't bet I'll surpass you this time. Let's do this. Indeed, my fist needs no second strike. As if you could defeat us, you with one strike you will understand the martial arts prowess.
期待に応えるとしよう。
さて、どこを壊していいものやら。
Live or die by the sword.
中華の合理はこちらにもあるぞ。真相理。引用をもってこれを撃つ。
Right, so.
その剣、干渉爆薬か。投稿の英霊とはまた珍しい。長引かせるな、アサシン。あのサーバント、長期戦に秀でている。
Yeah, he is right. Archer does work better when he gets in drawn-out battles. So, he's gonna use his Noble Phantasm on his second turn, unless I'm able to shock him right here. So, let's try doing that. And you can do your fortification. I'm not really sure what you're gonna do, so I'm just gonna go for I'm gonna go for a guard, just in case his this thing fails. It failed. Oh no, it didn't. That's great. That sucks. Got 2. Nice.
剣橋はわしよりつまらんな、ユリウスよ。少し遊ぶか。ジギはどこまで行ってもジギだ。終わりにしろ。
Again, I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna go for a whole lot of defense just in case. Nice. We got him a second time. Perfect. Four. It is a bit of a risky move to keep spamming. It is a bit of a risky move to keep spamming the guard, but it's better than nothing. I want to get that full 5 stacks. Focus Chi, that sucks. That's the thing he wants. For his Noble Phantasm. That sucks. And of course And of course he got me on that. Damn it. Ah, that sucks. Alright, shock. Of course I can guard here. Whatever, I'll just do this. Oh, that's great. No, we're dead. Oh, no, we still have a few more, alright. Damn it. That sucks. Julius is really annoying when he does that. I guess we have to do again. Got 2, that's great. Mm-hmm.
つまらんなユリウスよ少し遊ぶかジギはどこまで行ってもジギだ終わりにしろ
Alright, let's try it. Ah, fuck.
しばし気を収めるか
Not 3. Okay, that was close. Way too close.
持った方だな
Ether Crystal. Damn it. Damn it. Of course, he seals our guard, which... Damn it again. Yeah, it's really annoying because Archer has to get good, essentially. Right, I forgot, we need to put fortification on. One. No, that's not good. Let's try and doing this, why not? Three. 4. Alright, that's great. That's actually perfect. Let's just use pre-projection. And then just use a we have to get that thing at 5. That's not good, really. In that case... Alright, hopefully we survive all this. Alright, we got it. Noble Phantasm is on. We're good. Of course, when we got the 5 stack, his guard still doesn't work. Just my luck, hey. Why? Okay, then. Huh? It was 5 stacks, right? I'm not going crazy, am I? Okay, I guess it has to be 5 plus 1, whatever.
全身全形妖気を巡らす。
Alright, let's get this over with finally.
さて
Shock him. Unlimited blade works. Wings of the crane, wings of the crane, wings of the crane. Let's just go all out.
I am the bone, steals my body. I have his ace. I know the blade, not how twisted. Yeah, so man will so as I pray. Unlimited blade works.
There we go. Even added the song accompanying it. Let's see how much damage we do to him. 1,200. That's a lot, really. And it only costs not that much. Yeah, there we go. It only costs 30, so we're pretty good. It lasts for 3 turns, so we have 3 turns of unlimited blade works, meaning our skills do more damage. Guarded, which sucks. We need to do it 9 more times, essentially. Ah, he guarded, that sucks. Alright, let's just save.
世界は広い。こうでなくてはな。楽しむな、アサシン。いい加減本気を出せ。
Alright, so I want to MP heal so I can start doing Wind of the Crane. So, how much does this heal? Moderately, I think it's half. So, let me see. I think it should be enough for 1. Do this, 2, 3, and then just do this. Yeah, I think it's. It's not. It's only for 1. Damn, that sucks. Luckily, he didn't guard it.
しばし気を収めるか。どれ。返すぞ。
Let's see now.
苦しみはこれで終わる。
I don't know if he's gonna use his Noble Phantasm. That's always the problem with him. Alright, so it's 90, essentially. So it's only for 1. It's only good for 1, essentially. Let's try this. Alright, so it doesn't. I had enough for 1 more. Ah, that one did a lot of damage. Ah, man. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. Alright, so whatever. We can do it twice. So let's do it twice. And then just do this. 91 is the charge. I just can't do maths, I guess. Oh, now he guards? Whatever. You got 3 stacks? Awesome. Alright, and that's enough of Unlimited Blade Works. And we have to do our stacks again. Which you can see what the bit of a problem with Archer's skills, right? We have to do this whole song and dance with fortification again. Which is not very ideal, I will say.
は式を収めるか。
赤だな。
We got one.
なってない。
Alright. Yeah, I think we're pretty good at this point.
さて。
Alright, there's the dilemma. A dilemma again. I have to stun the guy, but I don't know what the hell we're gonna do, so let's hope and pray, right? I don't think we have enough for 1,000 damage. No. We stunned him, we're good. That was a close one.
いや、見事な討論であった。
They have him more strength and he does do a lot more damage, but we're good for now. Battle has been decided. The famed warrior of the fist walks to Julius' side as he speaks. The black-clad harbinger of death has fallen to one knee. He crouches on the ground. Julius, I don't insult you with excuses, but I will give you my thanks. It's been a long time since I've been into this world. Thanks to you, I was able to fight in it again. The command seals on Julius' hand flashes red and starts to vanish. You've reached your final moment. Raise your head. What's wrong, Julius? I can't die yet. A scream that sounds like it's been wrenched from the heart echoes in the chamber. What are you? It is a really sad scene, huh? I cannot die like this. He clasps his hands together, is in prayer, and continues the delirious screams. I don't know if this strange light in his cold eyes is a blaze of madness or what. Yep, there he goes. Julius begins reciting words that sound like a code or spell in an anguished tone. His reckless opposition to the system causes him such pain that he can't stop screaming. Knees bent and face twisted in pain from defiance, he nevertheless fights his imminent deletion. It's a shameful and characteristic display of desperation, and then... Yeah, I'm not doing that. The look in his eyes as he throws his head back and cries out in his pure madness. And they're gone. After the flash of light, the two of them have disappeared without a trace. I wonder what happened to Julius. I have no idea. All I know is he's gone. That means the winner of the 5th round. I'm starting to feel like the end of goal is in sight. For a change, I feel invigorated. As I return to the school building from the battlefield, I close my eyes and empty my exhausted mind. The thrill of victory, the agony of Julius' scream, and the sense of a lingering presence, all gone. Suddenly, I notice a person in front of me. It's Leo. I just defeated Julius, his brother. This only makes sense that Leo would be here. He would want to know the result of the battle. I didn't expect you to defeat my brother. I'm shocked, honestly. This changes my opinion of you. You are strong. I see that now. Leo's voice is detached. It's not betraying any emotion. As far as I can tell, he doesn't seem to be harboring any feelings of revenge or hate or the like. But I'm not sure I should ask, but I can't stop myself. That's an odd question. Why would I resent you? People die in battles. This time around, I just happened to be my older brother, that's all. But the only noteworthy thing is that you exceeded my expectations. I think his words are sincere. Leo's tone of voice, body language, and facial expressions back up what he's saying. The only thing that's different is that I need you in I see you in changed light. I can finally see you for what you are, a fine and proper enemy. So much heat in that gaze. You just softly smile like usual, but this time, what is this? I don't want to stay here anymore. I don't want to face Leo anymore. Just as his eyes were the sun, gently yet searing. Like my skin is being burnt away. Leo's emotions really did change. He's never shown that much emotion before. Why did he choose to show it to me of all people? Me, a stranger. Me, his future enemy. That's right. Perhaps I'll end up being in the final opponent. Sort of exciting. I look forward to it if it happens. Well then, I look forward to when we meet you in the battlefield. That said, Leo left. As soon as he's gone, my back tingles. When I check it out, I find my clothes are sticking to the sweat in my back. He was as unrelenting as Julius, if not for as obviously sinister. It's like the north wind and the sun. I feel like Leo is more advanced than me for sure. The sun sits in the sky as king of the world, the chosen one. Never thought how far away it is before. Hopelessly far. But eventually I'll have to reach it out and fight it, because only one person can obtain the Holy Grail. The fight with Julius is over. We were able to defeat him thanks to Archer's noble phantasm. Archer was definitely my blades and the ones that filled the abstract world, and the world crafted as a magi. But his true name... Man, you're easy to read. Who wouldn't? Why wouldn't I be curious? Servants are supposed to be famous historical figures. What does Archer mean by saying that he's nameless? Then here we go. We got Matrix 3 for Archer. The nameless Archer.
どうも何もその通りの意味なんだがね。英霊ではあるが英雄ではない。どちらかというと掃除屋の類だ。まあ確かに人間だった頃の名前はあるが、それはもう意味を持たない。私の神名はない。個人としての名前がないこと、それが私の英霊としての命だ。
Her true name discloses the nature of her heroic spirit. It says something that Archer is nameless, I guess. Come to think of it, I believe Archer has referred to himself in third person when talking about his life as a human. It's as if he wants to detach himself from when he was as a person.
そう難しい話じゃないんだが、英雄の定義は様々だが、どの英雄であろうと必ず一致する事柄がある。それは人の手で人を救うことだ。人としての欲望、道徳に基づいた思想、自分その道に邁進した者を人々は英雄という。自らの欲望、自らの理想を語れぬ者は英雄ではなく、都合のいい舞台装置に過ぎない。まあ機械仕掛けの英霊もいるにはいるのだが、それはまた別の計りだ。
Archer's saying a hero can't just save other people, they have to save themselves. A person who just mechanically saves others is no better than a machine. No one can relate to that. Can they? Then what about Archer? Wasn't his abstract world used to protect people?
結果的にそう見えただけの話だ。何を守ったのかさえ私には語れない。
Those who can't be saved end up being ostracized. It's like an amputation. The doctor has to sever the affected area to preserve the life of a patient.
失望させてすまないが、君が呼びつけたサーバントはそういうものだ。
I think it's kind of cool.
私は鉄を鍛えるだけの人間で、人を救う人間ではなかった。これはそれだけの話だよ。なので君が気を使うべきものでもない。以前の私は君を導くものじゃないからな。
Well, technically I always lead you, but yeah, I know what you mean.
これといった才能もない哀れな一マスターのあがきっぷりを楽しませてもらうだけさ。
Archer gives me a mean smirk, throwing around abusive language like usual. No, it's more biting than usual. He's probably asserting that nothing between us changed, just because I know his true name. But it's still on my mind. Just like he said, I don't have talent. That's why his predicament feels personal. I should have died in the prelims, but instead I was responded by a nameless servant. When I summoned him, he said, I see. So I gotta say, but I've been called by yet another odd master. I should be used to it by now. I remember Archer grumbling. I don't remember what happened after that too well. I feel like he said something very important, clutched in strict yet compassionate tones. Archer didn't make a contract with me just because he had no other choice. Back then, I feel like he said he would fight with this helpless master as a human. And there we go. There's everything about Julius, like you can read about it here, no problem. And we got our Archer here. With the Mind's Eye, true. Bestowed a heightened sense of awareness, honed and refined through experience. Makes one capable of making calm and rational decisions on the field of battle regardless of surrounding dangers. And character background. A hero without a name. A fictional heroic spirit, a faker. The remains of a person who spent his human life in the pursuit of justice. While the man who spawned this heroic spirit was once a real living being, the slow passage of time has completely erased his existence entirely from the records of human history. The weapons he uses in battle are not technically real. They are created using the thaumaturgy technique known as projection. All of the weapons in his disposal are simply manifestations of those he sees in his mind's eye, and then materialize in the real world. There we go. And that's gonna be it for now. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time for more Fate Extra. Ciao.